handy. Ew. Yes. Yes. I'm not on there.
It's a delay. They're not going to see you right away.
Ew. It's your girl, Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, queen of spice. Yes, we are here. We are here. I got extra special, spicy guests with me. I got Marv, the king of podcasts, in the building. Hey. How come I didn't get a name tag?
This is from an event I went to a week ago.
Oh,
and
I was
didn't
like,
take it off the jacket.
I was like, yo, why?
It's your show. Everybody knows your
I was
name
like,
already.
I know, but still, like, it's cool. I always think name tags are cool. I'm
Thank
like,
you.
why didn't I get a name tag?
Thank you.
How are you feeling, Marv?
Feeling good.
Feeling good?
Feeling good, yeah.
Yeah. What event did you go to that you needed a name tag?
I went to a speed dating event.
Oh, yeah.
Hosted by No Filter.
How was it? How was that, actually?
It was a great night. It was an amazing night for me, especially. But it ended a little tragic, which we could probably talk about off camera.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a great night.
Okay. Was it your first time ever not experiencing a speed dating, like,
Yeah, it was.
or like witnessing it?
It was definitely my first time, and the ladies carried it. Honestly, I didn't have to do that much talking because they did all the talking and they had all the questions ready. And there was a ball of dice that they had that if you ran out of what to talk about, you roll the dice, and that really came in handy. The
like
dice,
little icebreakers.
Whatever it falls on, there's a different question. Like, yeah, what's the most fun you've ever had in your life, or what's your favorite movie, or
okay.
They just had a bunch of random questions on it, so that was cool.
So it's like it helped you not think about things, where you have to like randomly think about topics. It's like, oh look, the table chose it for us.
Yeah. I mean, you only have 5 minutes with each person. So, obviously, like I started every conversation with like, oh, what do you do for a living? And, what do you do for fun and whatever. But then when you ran out of those, that's when you roll the dice. And It came in handy, yeah.
I love that. I love that so much because like there's some people that I feel like being social comes easy. Very easy, where people like can talk, they got the gift of gab, but yeah, gift of gab over here. Me, winner. But there's people that are not like that.
Yeah.
And I feel like what's a way to make it inclusive where it's like you don't have someone left out is like, damn, and like, you know what I mean? I feel like having like a scapegoat type of situation. Not even a scapegoat, but I feel like just a way to like hang on there. It's like, fuck. And then before you know it, maybe the table is the reason why y'all fell in love, table choosing topics. I'm just saying, I think that's cool.
You take
I like
your kids there and like, this is where mommy
this
and
is the
daddy.
table. This is the table right
This is
here.
where mommy and daddy.
I'm done. Okay, so we went to speed dating. This is why we have the name tag. I feel like the last time we did the show, it was Friendsgiving, right? And that was last November.
Last November, yeah.
I feel like since then,
we've done a lot.
you have been, but you especially, you've been up to a lot. I guess like if you had to choose your top 3 most memorable moments, it being like, New Year's just passing for the year, what would you say were your top 3 of the year of 2023?
Top 3 moments?
Yes. And you could keep an honorable mention.
I love Dipset Christmas. I love Christmas in general, so Dipset Christmas was awesome. I like seeing all you guys dress up. The Secret Santa that night too was fun. Mina gave away her gift early.
Yo, I'm dead. You looked at me like, yo, the only look at that. I wish, you know how like The Office got a camera that follows it? Yo, if y'all were to see, and yo, shout out to Ash Lazu, Bravely Fit, and shout out to Myman Soup. If y'all were to see the look that Marv gave me, yo, Ash said it purpose. She was like, yo, you gave me the look like I ruined Christmas. Yo, she was like, yo, you ruined Christmas. You were like, why did you do that? I was like, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
But then you told me you never did Secret Santa before.
Kind of, yeah. So I didn't know. I thought like,
just walk in, hand it to him, right?
Basically.
No, we did it like a presentation, so like whoever had somebody get the microphone,
terrible,
say some nice things about this person, and then hand them the gift. I mean, it was like, nah, we do it live.
Yo, I'm dead. Yo, that shit was great. And then it just so happens that, you know, we could talk about it now, but Will was my Secret Santa.
Yeah.
It just so happens when I walked in the door, that was the person in front of me.
Oh, here.
Basically. But either way, Dipset Christmas was dope as fuck.
It was fun. You went home because you got the hot sauce on your tongue.
Oh, my God.
If you want to see somebody with the face of death, it wasn't me.
Sally has that on her live. Sally has me on her live. I don't know where, because Sally, you have like 1,000 lives.
Mina was so happy the whole event, and then like her whole mood changed when she took, because we were playing dab or truth or dab, right?
Truth or dab.
So
it was like the hot ones though.
You either answer a question or you take a dab of the hot one's hot sauce. And Mina wanted to be fun because you could have answered it. I feel like it was an easy question.
I was trying to be the cool guy. And I'll be completely transparent. I was definitely trying to be the cool guy. I was like, yo, I'm the queen of spice. I can handle this.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yo, for real. It was Marv. That was one of the only times I could definitely say, because like, you seen me eat hot sauce. Mm-hmm. And I've doubled up on hot sauce. That was the first time in my life that I could actually say that it was just too hot.
Yeah.
I didn't think that could be a scenario in my life. Like, that shit was just too hot.
It could be a scenario.
No, but that shit was hot. Like, it was spicy. And then it just made me think, like, what type of human being enjoys this?
That's why I felt on the regular. When I eat the chip, I felt that way. That's why I have a bad experience with hot sauce.
You definitely fucking win. And you did that year, 2023, right?
I know. No, that was 2022.
2022. But at the end, though, because you did it at, like, September, October, I remember.
So, yeah, I don't mess around with hot sauce no more. If it's something like a challenge, like that, I don't do it. If it's like hot sauce from like the cabinet in your kitchen, that's like cool. I like hot sauce. But if it's like it got a skeleton face on it or something, I'm like, nah, I'm dead. Good.
Where's that hot sauce now? Did y'all throw it out?
Osei's got it.
Osei's got it.
Because that's Osei's game. He bought the Truth or Dab board game.
Did.
Yeah,
he did. That shit was a dope game, though.
It was. So Dipset Christmas was dope. You know, me and you personally have worked a lot with the mayor this year, the mayor of Garfield. Shout out to Mayor Riggs. Yeah. He was here yesterday. And meeting him was a great experience. Shout out to Alexandria, too, that put us in the same room together. And that has been great. It's been a great relationship there. I like connecting with the city, and I want to do more for the city here in Garfield. They recorded here yesterday, so shout out to Danny from State Farm that was their guest. And
did he wear a red shirt?
He did wear a red shirt.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you gotta come with the red shirt. That's the uniform, khakis.
Yeah. And he was saying he came to the city because of the mayor, because he was looking for where to open up his State Farm agency at. And he saw the Facebook of Garfield, and he saw how fun the mayor was and everything. And so shout out to the mayor. I gave him vinegar coffee yesterday.
Wait, what?
So you remember, like, you were telling me, like, oh, you know, you gotta clean the coffee machine with vinegar once in a while. So I did it, but I guess I did it too late in the day. I should have done it like super early in the day or the day before. Because I know he always loves coffee. So I was like, let me clean the coffee machine before I give him coffee. Because I've been drinking tea a lot lately. I haven't been drinking the coffee. And he took one sip of the coffee. He's like, what is this? This is vinegar.
Yo, I'm dead. He judged you hard.
He did.
Like, yo, what is this?
He was like, Marv trying to poison me.
This? Yo. So, like, did you taste it?
Though. No,
or did you smell it and knew exactly what it was?
No, I didn't smell it. I didn't taste it. I just automatically assumed, all right, I rinsed it a bunch of times, so I thought it would be good. But no. But he was, you know, the mayor. He's a fun sport. He's a fun guy. So, you know, he just was laughing about it the whole time.
Yo, I bet you now when he drinks coffee here, he's going to smell it.
Yeah, of
First,
course.
he'll be like,
of course.
Touch drive, be like,
yeah, of course.
What is this?
So the mayor is definitely my number 2 of the year. I mean, we're not going in any order, but my number 1 moment of last year, probably going to actually, I can't pick 3 because it's definitely going to Vegas with Steve was amazing last year. That was an amazing experience. I never traveled that far west of Jersey, and just being in a whole nother state, like in a hotel for a week. Around people who are excited about the same things you are, because we went for a conference. So
it was gaming, right?
It was a fighting game conference specifically. So it's the biggest one in the world, and that's the only time of the year it's in Vegas. And that was an amazing experience, you know. I mean, we got hit with some crazy hidden fees from like the hotel, the car we rented.
What do you mean? Yo, you gotta share. You can't just mention that, Marvin, not like elaborate. What do you mean these hidden fees.
So when I paid for the ticket and everything in the car, I thought I paid for everything here in Jersey. So I was like, I'm gonna get there and everything's gonna be waiting for me.
Yeah, you paid everything.
No.
Oh shit.
They're like, oh, but there's also an entry fee. Oh, but there's also this fee.
Entry
and that
fee
fee
where?
in the hotel.
An entry fee for a hotel that you booked?
I don't know if
What
it was
does that
exactly,
even mean?
I don't know if it's exactly an entry fee that they called it. I forgot what it was. But every time I paid for something, and when I got to the counter, I'd be like, but I paid already. And they'd be like, oh no, but there's another fee for something. And I'm like, oh, like, geez, all right.
How much in fees did you total up to? An estimate.
A couple G's. So I don't want to give it. I don't remember the exact number, but
wait, a couple G's, a couple thousand in fees.
Extra fees, yeah. So we gave back the car early just to like be like,
he's like, yo, I don't want no more fees.
We got some money back on the car. It was still a great time either way. But
yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm gonna be way more prepared next time I go out somewhere. The only bad part about Vegas was the food. We couldn't find nothing good to eat.
What do you mean?
We didn't have any good restaurants.
No In-N-Out? You didn't go to In-N-Out?
Oh yeah, the classic ones, In-N-Out, and what's the guy with the snowman? What's the snowman one?
Snowman?
Jack in the Box.
I've never had Jack in the Box before.
They both were amazing.
Yeah,
like
In-N-Out's dope.
Even when you open the box and look at the burger, you know how here in Jersey you order a burger at a restaurant and it never looks like the picture.
Yeah.
Their burgers look like the picture of.
Like, yo, you fired if you don't make it look like that.
Yeah,
that's training. That's training.
That was cool though.
That's dope. Okay, shout out to Jack in the Box doing their job. That makes me want to try Jack in the Box because to replicate the picture.
It was good. Not just the look wise, it tasted good too.
Okay.
And I don't like fast food that much, but it tasted really good.
Okay.
Both of them. But that was it. Everything else we ate. We went to a Mexican sushi spot.
A Mexican sushi spot.
It was sushi burrito. And we were like, oh, that's awesome. Like a sushi inside of a burrito.
I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't know. It was. I don't know. It was bad. It was just a big. You know how sushi they cut them into little rolls.
Yeah.
It just was like they gave us sushi but didn't cut them, so it was just like one long tube of sushi.
I don't like that.
No, it wasn't good.
It's like too much.
It wasn't good.
Because I feel like sometimes the little rolls like make it fun, but when you just have like a giant, humongo like sushi roll, it's just like, yo, what is this?
On the last day, though, we found a video game bar, and that was probably the coolest thing.
Like a barcade?
No. Like an Applebee's, but all the TVs had video games, and it had arcades there. It was amazing. I was like, we don't have nothing like this in Jersey.
Wait, so how did that work when you were ordering food?
The bar.
Or like drinks?
The bar, just picture a regular bar.
Okay.
And you know how they usually have sports on every TV?
Yeah.
On the TVs, they had live streaming, gaming, Twitch, YouTube gaming, all this stuff. And then they had arcades in the rest of it. So the front was like a restaurant, the back was like an arcade.
How big was this? Like, how did that work?
It was huge.
With like, okay, so for example, because that's you and Steve, did you have to play like 4-player games, 2-player games? Like, how did that work with controls?
Well, it's arcades, so you know how arcades don't have controls.
Like this. Okay, I was like, it's like this. Like this.
There were buttons, and let's just say there were enough buttons for 2 people, okay?
Okay. I don't know, because I'm like, okay, I don't
You know how arcades work, right?
Yes.
You put the quarter in?
Yes. That's what I was like, it's like this.
There's no like...
I'm done. I'm being for real. I just wanted to make sure.
I know you're being for real.
Okay, but that's a thought. If you could come out with a video game bar with controls, I just thought that'd be cool. Why are you laughing at me?
But why would you make a video game bar with controls?
Because you need controls to play video games.
Okay, so you're saying like the consoles, like PlayStation, Xbox.
Exactly. I don't think there's anything like that yet. Well, I could be wrong.
So no, I think you're right. I get what you mean now. You're not just saying the control, because I'm thinking you're talking about connecting a controller to an arcade. No, but the consoles, like having an Xbox there and PlayStation. Yeah, I would think that would be cool. That'd be a great business venture. I think my next business after this is definitely to own a brewery. I think I just love the culture of breweries and the atmosphere of them.
Yeah.
They're so chill, and like you could bring your pets, and like there's always board games at every brewery I go to. There's always fun activities, and there's always food vendors. There's never them cooking the food. They have vendors always, which I think is they can't cook their own food. There's some laws against breweries that stops them from doing it. Yeah. But I think it actually gives opportunities to small businesses that like, hey, just come cook at my brewery for and that's a great collaboration you can make. So I love breweries. I think that would be my next business venture after this for sure.
Well, if you have a brewery, you have to make your. Well, not that you have to, but I'm guessing you would make your own beer. What would you call it? Well, I'm sure you'll make a couple, but what would you call one of them?
I would call it Bravery Brewery for sure. But one of the brands I always had in mind was even when I was a kid, I was thinking of this. The Honest Abe, and then like the tagline is like, if you drink this, you can't tell a lie.
What's Honest Abe?
You know the myth. I guess it's because it's like a myth or a legend that
Abraham Lincoln never lied.
He never could tell a lie.
Okay, yeah.
So you call it Honest Abe beers, and when you drink it, it's how Red Bull gives you wings is their tagline.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be like, drink this and you can't tell a lie. I don't know. I always thought of that when I was a kid.
That's catchy. I see where you're going with this. Okay.
I don't have the wording right, but it's there. I've always thought about that.
Have some liquid courage.
Have some liquid courage, yeah.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I like beer culture. That's why I like these girls a lot. The Queers and Beers girl, Erica's really cool, and I like what she does. So I wanted to be in that culture too.
Oh yes! Shout out to craft beers. Craft beers.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Craft beer sipping,
it took me 2.5. I was like, wait, who? And then I'm like, yeah, Erica. Yo, shout out to you because you have really cool content. I feel like. I like that you kind of go into these places by yourself. I feel like they kind of just do their own thing, and I'm like, yo, that's really dope. You know, I'm saying they, Erica, because I don't know your pronouns, so I'm guessing they is the universal one. So Erica's really one person, but we just don't know what she, We don't know.
Gotta be safe nowadays.
So with the check-in, my friend, shout out to Alexandria. She's actually in the check-in right now. Shout out to my best friend Amanda.
Shout out to my best friend Amanda.
I think this is Capture Mance. Is that
That's Erica. Look at that. Wow, we're just talking about her.
No, because I'm so used to seeing craft beer sipping. Like
on YouTube, she's Captain Man. She's done the military on YouTube.
Shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you. Shout out to Larry, that One Piece talk.
Shout out to Larry.
Yo, he's like him fighting the bodyguards.
Oh wow, yeah, I did tell him the story. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Story.
We're gonna get into that.
Okay.
Because you could actually give your perspective of what that was or what that happened, if you want to share.
No, I don't think we should talk about that.
Okay, we ain't gonna talk about it. Also, shout out to Jason, that first class, second place.
Shout out to Jay.
Yeah, and shout out to Mr. Zaytoon. He's like, you drink the Honest Abe and you get assassinated watching Hamilton. So
why
stupid.
you read that?
Because he's crazy. I'm like, yo, it's a moment. It's a moment.
Yeah.
Okay. But thank you, my friends, for, just being in this moment with us. If you do have a question and Matt, like, don't write anything crazy because I'm not going to read it now. But, like, if you do, anybody who has a question that would like to ask Marv specifically or, like, ask me or ask in general, ask away, please. Ask away. All right. So we talked 3 memorable moments. Any other moments?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I got one last one, and it's shout out to my Bravery family because this year was the year that we definitely we came out as a community like hard body, like all the events we did, all the nights out, all the collaborative projects, working on the Bravely Podcast Network together. Jason and Ugo working on Yo BTV Sports, and then we got Sally and Ash working on Bravely Fit. We have a podcast from Alexandria coming soon. We're working on the title. I know every title she throws me, she thinks, oh, Marv doesn't like the title. Marv doesn't like the title. And it's not that. It's just that I want to really find the best title. And I think that you should never settle for like the first one that comes to you. Because personally, you're always asking people, oh, what was the name before? And it's always the last name you come up with that makes you feel like, oh, yeah, that's it right there.
That's true. It's just going to hit you where it just sounds right. And if it doesn't sound right at the lick of your tongue, like the end, like you should be saying this name without a hesitation. Like it just,
Thank you for co-signing that because that's like close to the exact words I told her. And finally, Hood Famous is on the Bravery Network too. So me and Matthew on the food blogging stuff. This is all Matthew's baby. I'm just there like Alchemist. You know how he's there with Action Bronson eating food. I'm just in the shadows watching him eat food. But that's been a fun project too. We're still getting our grips around it because recording off site is always a challenge. But it's been a lot of fun.
You made me laugh right now. You're like, I'm Alchemist, and like he's Action Bronson.
Yeah, we should be switched, right?
No. I just thought about this episode, mad random. Like literally, as you're talking, I'm like thinking of this episode where like they were all eating chicken wings. And like Action Bronson, and like what's his the main guy he's with, he's also big too. He raps. What's his
brother?
face?
I forgot his name.
No,
Matthew's gonna put it in the chat right now.
Please do. But whatever.
He says funny stuff, right?
Him and that guy. Yeah. So him and that guy, they're eating the wings, and you know they clean them shits.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the camera goes offside to like the corner of the table. There's like these chicken wings with meat on it. And then like Action's like, who ate this? And everybody looks at Alchemist. So I'm like, Alchemist is like, I ate it. And they're like, nah, yo. I always remember that soon. It was like the cameraman, low key, like, you know, they were like, yo.
He dry snitched on him.
Yo, for real. I always, so when you were saying that, I was like,
Alchemist is from California, so he doesn't know that.
You're going to be the one
culture.
not finishing the chicken wings.
They don't even let me finish the food.
What do you mean?
Matthew's like, oh, that looks good.
Yo, I'm dead.
No, we have to share the food, though, so he gets to taste everything.
Okay.
But we did some great restaurants. We did DJ Deli, which if you have not gone to DJ Deli in Patterson, and that's the best breakfast spot in Patterson.
You're always promoting that too.
That's the best you tell them to make you something, they're gonna put their heart into it.
Okay.
I always get a double-decker chopped cheese, grilled cheese, which is just the bee's knees. Get the crack sauce.
A double-decker
chopped cheese, grilled cheese.
What does that even mean?
So it's made like a grilled cheese. It's on sliced bread.
Okay.
But it's 3 decks. But it's not like a fatty sandwich because they really compress it, like they push it down. Yeah, almost panini style, but it's not hard. It's still soft. Okay. And then there's a chopped cheese inside. Okay. With the tomatoes, lettuce, you know, the beef and the chopped cheese. Okay. And they're all like a grilled cheese.
So it's almost like an innovated Big Mac.
Yeah, you could say that.
I don't know. That's what I thought of.
It's on sliced bread, so you can call it like a melt. You know, like how Checkers has melts.
That's cool.
But yeah, that's the bee's knees right there. But
how'd you figure out? How did you know about that place?
So my friend Chucho, you know, we used to hang out on 21st Ave a lot, and he brought me over there one time. This is like 2010 probably. Okay. So I've been going there for like 10 years, almost 15 next year. It's gonna be 15 years that I'm going there. So I love that. And then the hospitality, like forget about it.
So he just brought you in there randomly?
Well, it's a restaurant. They don't have security guards.
No, I know, but like he was just like, yo, I'm gonna bring you to the best deli, or like he was just like, yo, I'm gonna put you on, or you just randomly walked in there with him.
Nah, Chucho just said, let's get something to eat. It wasn't like anything spiritual.
Okay. And then you had the spiritual moment.
Yeah, when I finally ate there, because I saw the portions they give you. Even if you just get because I used to always get a turkey, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup, and on long roll. And if you just get that and you see how they make it, how they craft it, like you were like, well, this is the best breakfast spot. Like, and it's also the hospitality, like the way the guy talks to you in there, like you're part of his family when you eat there. Okay. Like I try to emulate him here in the studio, honestly. Okay. Yeah, and you can ask Steve, ask Matthew, everyone I take there, they're like, yo, this guy is really like, he's got like the best customer service. Like he really does. If you come in there and you're Dominican, you're like, "Oh, papi, ¿qué pasó? Yankees, ayer."
What's this? Is he Spanish?
No. I don't know what country he's from, so I don't want to say the wrong country. Yeah. But he's definitely of Middle Eastern descent. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see that. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna stop in there one day. I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm gonna get, what's this sandwich called? Double decker? Chopped cheese grilled. You don't even have to take my word for it. Just go to the Instagram and you'll fall in love. Okay. It'll be like Disneyland in there. You'll see.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Let me know in the comments. Would y'all visit this place? Would y'all? And where is it?
It's on 21st Ave in Patterson.
Okay. 21st Ave in Patterson. Right across the street from the BP. Okay. Y'all heard it. Okay. So, I don't know. Matt is like, Cats is the shit. Cats Delicacy. You know the one in New York, the famous ass sandwich spot?
Yeah, I've never been there, so I don't know.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? It's like that giant ass pastrami sandwich. They always, I don't feel, yo, you're gonna hate me, America, but I don't think that looks appetizing for me. If the pastrami is the size, like, how do you eat that?
I don't like giant food. I see videos of like that, and I'm always like, that's just for looks, because that can't taste good. You're not gonna feel good eating it.
That part.
So I don't understand the giant food thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. DJ Deli is not, they don't have like the giant food thing going on there. It's just good. It's just good food.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if you ever go to Cats, that's what they're known for. They got that big, it's not even like a big, it's 2 normal slices of bread, a fucking pound of pastrami, and just mustard, and that's it. That's literally it. And like for some reason, it's just so famous.
Yeah.
Don't come for me, but I don't know. I don't know, Zaytoon. I think that I'm gonna have to agree to disagree with that. But all right, let's transition. So we talked about memorable moments of the year, and I love the fact that, you know, the whole studio came out as a community, and like everybody has like their own thing going on, and then there's also like new things coming on too.
Yeah.
So I guess like, you know, looking back, Marv, like, what do you feel like? I don't know. Looking at 2024, what do you want to do different this year? That's gonna make it different from 2023
this year.
Because it sounds like 2023 was the year of the community coming together. So it's like, what's 2024 gonna be?
That's a tough one. You know, I haven't really, other than financially, I can tell you, it's always up, but it hasn't come to me yet.
Okay.
And I guess that's how it was last year too. I didn't get the ideas until like the people came into my life, like the right people.
Yeah.
So, you know, I know that me and Ose have a lot of things that we're working on. And Ose last year coming to the studio and being part of the community, he definitely gave this place a lot of life.
Yeah.
Like the art everywhere, people love it.
I mean, it is amazing. It gives off like Galleria vibes, you know, like Galleria, and like, because you can have a podcast studio, right? And fabulous. We got the equipment, you know, but it's like now you have actual authentic artwork. It's not like, don't get me wrong, cool if you buy the artwork, but you actually have the artist here.
Yeah, I love Ose.
That's very, very, very unique.
He gave this place a lot of life.
Okay.
Rocco is also a new member of the family here in the studio.
Bravery dog.
The Bravery pup, the podcast pit bull.
Yes.
And he's a handful. He's my first dog, so. But you know, I love the guy. He definitely, people love him. People love him. You know, people told me that yo, there's gonna be a lot of people not digging that you have a pit bull in there, and I'm like, yo, but you're gonna see my pit bull is gonna be different than everybody's.
Yeah, your pit bull is like very. I mean, I don't even like to put pit bulls in a stigma. I feel like it's more owners and how you raise a dog.
And that's why I wanted a pit bull. Because that's what they said about us growing up. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, where you're from Patterson, you're going to be such and such. You're, you know, there's just the stigma. You're from a city. You're going to, you know, you're going to be a problem. You're going to be an issue. Yeah. And I like that my dog is like me. So, you know, we're proving the world wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I have this business, I created something positive, even though I came from a place that people consider negative. And Rocco's the same thing.
I love that. I love that. So you're like just breaking stigmas and breaking personalities.
That's it right there. Breaking stigmas. That's a big one. Okay. That's a big one.
I love that. And I love that like you've brought it back, because I remember like thinking like that, like, oh, like if you come from Patterson, or like now I'm proud to say, not that I was never proud to say I was from Patterson, but there was a time and place where like saying that, even getting a job,
you gotta look, right?
Hell yeah. Or like if you put an application, like I know people that would be like, yo, let me change my address so it doesn't look like I'm from Patterson. Like, no, it's true. And it's crazy. Like, you know, like
I have friends that say they're not from Patterson even though they are.
Oh no, now I'm saying I'm from Patterson all day, but like I know what you mean when you say that, and it sucks, but you know what? It's hopefully that will change 100%. Where like, you know, people can rep Patterson.
People like us keep doing what we're doing. It will.
That part.
You know what I mean? Like we're positive people that came from
positive people, Pattersonians, like PPP.
We're doing something cool.
I think so.
It's not like anything negative, so
I agree. And that's definitely got to be something great, you know. That's gonna be amazing. All right, so I want to talk about some trips. Any trips this year? Because I know you said you went to Vegas and that was as far as you went. What trips we got planned for 2024? Where's Marv going?
Honestly, I was actually thinking of not going anywhere this year.
Why?
Because there's so much things I want to accomplish home.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say that there's a possible trip in March that I'm considering, and I know someone watching is thinking, say yes, say yes, say yes. So
where are you going?
I'm planning. It's not 100% yet, so I don't know. So I don't want to say it yet.
Okay.
But Other than that, honestly, like, I kind of want to just enjoy what's in front of me, if that makes sense. I like
Be in the
I
moment.
like vacations. I like traveling a lot too.
So like being present.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just being grateful for what I have. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Okay.
I love what we've built. All of us here.
Oh,
But
I love that.
But the plan is always Japan every year. We weren't able to do it last year.
That's what I was about to tell
If we could do it
you.
this
Because I know
year,
you
that'd be
mentioned
cool.
like guys trip Japan.
The Wolfpack trip, we have to go to Japan.
Wolfpack trip.
We have to go to Japan eventually. But I don't know if it's 2024 or 2025. It might be 2025.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the dream trip. That's the one we don't know we're coming back from.
I'm dead. What do you mean? You gotta come back.
All of us here, we just love the culture over there so much.
We gotta come
Steve,
back.
Matt, Will, Ose, all of us.
Who's gonna film us?
I know. It's probably going to be Scooter.
Marv, you have to come back.
Scooter and Rocco going to hold it down.
You're gonna leave Rocco? You can't leave Rocco here.
No. Rocco's going to travel with me. He's even might travel with me in March if everything goes well,
Okay.
So, but no, I'm not going to stay. But it's where I wish I would stay. Or maybe that's where I'm going to retire to, maybe.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But there's so much to accomplish this year. That's the only reason why I say I don't know if I'm going to travel a lot this year.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of goals on the list that I don't want to exactly talk about and them not happen. So that's why I'm like not too big on traveling this year.
We should have a segment next year. It should be like a routine every year.
A
What
check-in?
have we done?
A check-in.
Yeah, I think that would be great.
What's your favorite thing from last year? You going to Connecticut with Sally and Matthew was really cool.
That was cool. That was definitely cool. I've never been to Connecticut before. That was fun.
Yeah, and you did your thing. I saw the videos.
That was definitely a great time.
Yeah.
I messed up that show.
How?
One little part, and it's not my fault. I'm gonna just say it right now. It's not my fault because the whole segment was speaking Spanish, and I know how to speak Spanish. I have no problem with that.
Okay.
But the two judges told me the person's name was Monique, and it was really Morgan. So when I announced the winner, I was like, "Yeah, second place, Monique." She kind of came up to me. My name's Morgan. Morgan. That I would admit, but I only did that
right?
because they told me in my ear her name is Monique or Monica or whatever, and I was like, that was the only part. And I remember I apologized to her a million times. That was the only time I was like, damn, I feel like an asshole because I was on the mic and I said it so loud. But it's like, it's the human in me.
We're human.
I will never do that to someone intentionally. But Connecticut was definitely cool. I also went to Vegas. Vegas was definitely really cool. Vegas is cool. I would say if I had to pick the highlight of this year, of 2023.
Yeah.
Damn, it's like every time I feel like I get asked a question, like I brain fart, but I'm filled with questions, So I'm gonna have to come back to that one because now I'm thinking about it. Definitely I can't say my birthday because birthday is 2024.
But the surprise party
the surprise party. Okay, I would say definitely the surprise party because I never had a surprise party before.
Shout out to Ose for the artwork.
Shout out to everybody. Everybody. I feel like everybody had a piece to my birthday. I was definitely surprised. I was scared, surprised. I was genuinely that was a genuine reaction. I feel like I definitely got wasted. Drunk, but like a happy drunk.
Yeah, you were good.
Happy drunk. And
happy.
That was definitely that. Okay, so that was definitely one of the moments. If I had to pick another one, going to Vegas was actually really cool. And finding out that my son had his own YouTube channel. That has to be one of my top 3 because I was so shocked because me and him will talk regular like this. He's like, I only got 29 views. And I'm like, yo, what are you talking about? But I was like ignoring it.
Why were you ignoring
No, because I was like, what is he talking? Because sometimes Darius be like, yeah, 1923. I'm like, what? He says a lot of random things.
Okay.
So I just didn't take it serious. I wouldn't say ignore it. I just didn't take it serious. So then one day when I found out, I was like, yo, you're really serious. You out here posting YouTube videos. You have a whole YouTube video. That was one of the top moments of my life.
Why are you talking about 1923?
I don't know. He'll literally say that to you. He's like, yeah, that was 1923. And I'm like, what? So, yeah, it's, to be, stop. Yeah. That's Darius, though. That's Darius. Shout out to
Okay.
Darius. Shout out to D Buddy.
That year is so specific, though.
Yes,
Like,
he loves that year. I'm like, wow.
you have to Google it and see what happened.
I don't
there.
know. Yo.
He must have read something at school and something.
I was like,
happened.
click forever.
I think that's the Great Depression or something.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's just so specific. Like, why is he saying that?
Yo, but definitely that has to be number one. When I did that, I even have his teachers. His teacher literally told me, shout out to Miss Crawford from school number 8 and shout out to Miss Doherty from school number 8. Beautiful fucking teachers. Sorry I cursed about that, but beautiful teachers. And they even said it about my son. They were like, Darius is definitely gonna be famous. They were like, we don't know how, but he's gonna be famous. Like, we just know that he is gonna be something. Something. I hope so. Shit. I would definitely I don't know. Like I see Darius, but anyways, I could talk about Darius the whole time. I wanted to ask you a question before I forget.
Okay.
All right. So I thought of something that it was like funny. So like say, you know, like Survivor, right?
Okay.
Like the show, like you just gotta survive.
Yeah.
So say all of y'all in the podcast community got put on the island of Survivor. Who do you think will really tough it out, and who do you think will not tough it out?
That's not nice to talk about. But
No, not like
so
nice.
you're saying who would not survive the wilderness?
Like who would like not
or
be
get
able?
kicked off the island? Because they just get kicked off the island.
They get
don't
kicked off, but also some people just decide to leave because they can't do it no more.
Okay, this is so tough. All right.
Like who do you know it's not for
Ash
them?
is out. Ash is like, nah,
Really?
I'm not good. I'm
Get
done.
out of here.
Ash is done.
Yo,
out
why?
there.
Why?
She doesn't mess around with anything that's not clean and like have it like sanitized and
Yo, I'm dead because she be waxing people. She's like, nah, no more. Can't deal with all the hair.
nah. Maybe. But then again, I don't know, because Ash looks like she has a wild side too. She might be like Wonder Woman out
That's
there.
how I feel. I feel like there's
Yeah.
a side we don't know about.
Yeah, right. There's a reason she's so neat and clean, right?
I don't know. All right.
Sally will be like out there taking selfies and going
Yo,
live.
I'm dead. Taking selfies. She'll be on live.
She'll be on live.
Yo,
I guess-
Sally will be on live.
Yeah, like it's wild out here, guys.
Yo,
It's
I'm
wild out
dead.
here.
I'm
Oh
dead.
man, Chris Abalo would not. He'll probably be out. He was like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Nah, he'll be out. Ugo might become like one of the leaders because he's definitely very diplomatic. He knows how to listen to people.
Okay.
And he knows how to like avoid conflict. So Ugo is definitely somebody to have on your side.
He's
for
going to
sure.
create democracy.
He's gonna create the local government.
The local government.
For sure. Right?
Okay.
And then what is Jason gonna do? Jason is gonna be like,
Yo, what?
what would Jason do? What did you say, Steve? He's gonna make a movie
direct
about
movies,
it.
Yo, he's
Perfect.
gonna figure out how to document
He's
it.
gonna make a documentary
Yo,
about
I'm
it.
dead.
Jason's gonna make a documentary about it for sure.
What would Steve do?
What would Steve do? Steve probably playing his video games. He got the handheld, so he could play video games out there.
Yo, I'm dead.
Yeah, you're gonna be wild, and you're just gonna be afraid of everything.
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, I think I would survive.
You'll
would
survive,
survive.
but you'll be screaming like anything
I'll
pops out
survive.
of the woods. And
A
anything.
little bit.
Yeah.
I'll be like the natural alarm system.
Yeah.
Like literally, it's
Yeah.
like, yo, she's screaming, something's happening.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
I think so. I think you'll be a warrior though. I think you'll toughen up and start
I'll definitely
holding
put a warrior.
a spear. You'll start holding a spear or something.
I wouldn't be
like
scared to kill something. But I
that. Okay.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Who do you gotta kill? Why?
I can't. First of all, I would not kill anybody. Nobody.
I'm gonna put this down before I drop it.
Oh my God. I would not
Why?
kill anybody.
Okay. All right.
Nobody. Thank you. Stop. Hold on. I want to see what these comments look like right now.
Let's go to the comments, please.
Yo.
Go to the comments.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh,
Okay.
shout out to Kay, Staten Island.
Yo.
Oh, Alex is just in there. Okay. First of all, I want to know this. What would you do?
What would I do on the island? You know, if it's like the studio, I just will resolve conflicts for people, like the arguments. And I don't know what the overall goal of Survivor is. Do you have to get off the island to win, or you just gotta just go day by day?
I think you have to be the last one, like the last one there, because I think it's like you have to do like challenges, obstacles. You could also get voted off.
What do you think I would do?
I think you would be the innovator.
Okay.
Like, I feel like you would figure out what goes together to make things work.
Okay.
Like I can
that.
see you doing that, like building
that.
things. Because I feel like you're really good with your hands. Like, you know, like I just see you like building things.
Okay.
But not necessarily building because it's like you're building it to innovate it.
Okay.
To make it better.
I like that.
So I see that. That's what I see you doing a lot. It's like, all right, I gotta like figure out how to like, I don't know, like, look, you got the tree right behind you. You would just like chop that shit
I just
up.
thought about what you said earlier, and it made me chuckle a little bit.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
So Marv's building things. Steve
Playing video games.
playing video games.
Yeah.
Ose will create a government. Jason will document the whole thing. Sully will be on live.
Sully will be on,
Ash
will see her wild side finally.
for real.
She'll let loose.
She'll come out like Xena.
Like Xena. She'll have chance and everything.
What would Rocco be doing?
Chasing everybody, trying to get hugs and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Ose? Ose will create the fashion. Yo,
Or he could draw maps.
That part. Draw maps.
maps.
I see him also creating, like, because I see, like, the fashion, like, creating the leaves, creating something
Will
for
is
us.
going to be, like, the most helpful person. Like, Will is going to be, like, the things we need to learn how to survive out there, he already knows it, like, off the top of his head. Yeah. Like, he's just naturally gifted like that. You know how he could do anything?
Yeah.
Will just knows, don't eat that tree. Don't eat that
Don't
leaf.
eat that.
I'm like, how do you know? Well, he just knows.
Okay.
And then Matthias will be giving massages and stuff.
Yeah, but Diaz will be out here massaging.
He'll be relaxing everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who would die? Who you think will not survive?
I'm not saying that. No.
Not saying that?
No.
Okay. Okay.
No. Why you
Okay.
want
No. I'm just saying we gotta help that person. We gotta make sure we don't leave them alone.
Okay, so who do we have to protect the most?
Yes,
Who
exactly.
needs the most protection?
Because if you're on an island, that's what it comes down to. Like,
needs
yo,
the
you
most
can't
protection?
leave them alone to look for food.
You.
Me? Like what?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Me? Nah.
You're like the most fragile. You're like the smaller one. So yeah, we have to protect you.
Get out of here,
Yeah.
yo. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think so. And you're also germophobic, so that means that like you have to like be super safe with everything you eat too.
Wait, I just thought about something. What would Matt be doing?
Zaytoon?
Yeah.
We lose him.
We
wouldn't
lose him.
We don't see him until we leave the island. Like, oh, where were you guys? Matt would be like, where was everybody?
Where was everybody?
He's got good pictures though of like frogs in black and white.
Terrible.
He's got good pictures of everybody doing something in black and white
How did time go by so fast?
because they're laughing a lot.
Yo, that's crazy. It's 7:55.
Yeah. it'd be
Whoa, I swear to God, Marv, I thought I was going to look at the time. I thought it was going to be 7:30. I swear to God, on Darius' life, no cross fingers counted. Okay, that's awesome because that's when you know you're having a good time.
like that. Yeah.
Okay. Damn, I had a couple questions I wanted to ask. Okay, I guess like 2 questions. I guess, you know, especially because you have accomplished so much for the year of 2023 and we're still, you know, on your mind, you want to accomplish more and do more with Bravery Studios and also with yourself because you also want to open a brewery.
Yeah.
I guess like if you could give advice, Marv, to anyone right now in the world, it doesn't matter if they're going to get into podcasts, but what would you say to another human being as like an advice?
To starting a podcast?
To anything.
To starting anything.
Yeah.
To just do it, man.
Just do
it. and don't be afraid to fail. I mean, the classic things that everyone tells you. I don't have a really beautiful speech for this, you know. You just got to get started. Like, don't be afraid to start and just do it, because even if it's not perfect, even if you don't know everything, if you want to get good at something, you got to do it every day.
True.
Like, that's the only way you're gonna get good at it. You fail a lot, and you keep doing it. You get better and better and better and better. Mm-hmm. So yeah, just do it. Nike has the simplest thing, you know.
Simplest slogan.
Yeah, that works for every situation.
Okay, so just do it. You heard it by the man himself. And then I guess, Marv, you mentioned some things that you were doing recently, but do you have anything to let the viewers know, something to look out for, any events that are going to be happening, or just in general, something to look out for? Or any new podcasts that just joined the podcast, like Bravery Studios, that we should look out for?
Shout out to Show and Tell podcast.
Okay.
They just became part of the family. They're about action figures and models. So they review them and they pick their. We've done one episode so far.
Oh, like Show and Tell.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
So they had the table in the other room, Courage room, all filled up with action figures, and they were just talking about the quality of the different companies that make them. They're so intricate details, like the things that we don't even think about. Because I like collectibles. I get a lot of collectibles, but I don't know about the makers. I don't know about the quality of the build and all that extra stuff. But these guys are scholars in that, and it's pretty amazing what they got. And I'm learning here, listening to them talk about it.
That's cool.
So they're really cool. I have the Producer Notes podcast, which is really cool. They talk about the behind the scenes in the news industry. One of them worked for Fox News, and one of them worked for a local news channel. And they give you all the tea, kind of. Like, they're talking about what was dating like in the newsroom. What is it like when it's a hurricane and you're out there filming?
Oh my God.
And the girl was saying the hardest thing is just to find somewhere to use the bathroom, because like you're out there in West Bubble and boom, there's a tornado flying behind you. Where are you going to use the bathroom? Like, you don't think about that stuff, right?
No.
And that's a really cool podcast. It's very insightful.
Yeah, it made me think of the cameraman. That's the bravest guy ever.
Yeah.
Because he has to sit there and film.
Forget about it. Like, the whole thing is wild. So that's really fun. That's a really good podcast. Miss Pretty Ricky, she's a comedian that just started doing her podcast here. And
that's cool.
It was so wild that I was watching the Cat Williams video on Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay. And I'm watching because Ugo kept telling me, like, yo, you got to watch it. You got to watch it. And I'm like, I don't really want to hear Cat Williams just throw dirt on people for like an hour or two. And it's 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So, but I did. I put it on one morning when I was getting ready for work. And I made it all the way to the end. And, he mentioned the Miss Pretty Ricky in the podcast. And I'm like, whoa. Like, does she know? Like, how is he? It can't be the same person, is it? I look it up, and yeah, they do know each other.
Shout out to her.
Yeah, and she had just become part of the family. Her podcast is awesome. It's called My Mom Made Me Do This Podcast. It's with her daughter and her mother.
That's fucking awesome.
And they talk about a generational perspective on everything, and
I love that.
It's beautiful.
That's really cool.
It's beautiful.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Shout out to Miss Pretty Ricky. Be on the lookout for her podcast. It's not out yet. But looking like February, that's going to come out.
Okay. I'm definitely going to be looking out for that.
Might be February.
Okay.
But yeah.
Anything else that you want to mention, my friend?
Just to like the Bravery family here, guys. I mean, we've had an amazing year with a lot of triumphs and a lot of great times, a lot of good times, and just keep it going and keep going up.
Yes.
I love everybody here. I really do. I know that every business person says that, like, oh, we're a family or whatever, but I really like feel it. Like, I really like the vibe of everyone here, and the people that record here are people that I feel like I could let them into my home and break bread with them, you know?
I love that.
So, no, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Ugo. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Jason, Sally, Ash. Shout out to One Piece Talk Podcast. Shout out to Verse of Verse. Shout out to Educated Brothers. Shout out to No Filter. Shout out to Goodfellas. Shout out to Mina Mendoza. First Class, Second Place. Everybody, man. Whoever I'm missing. Rob Fitness Podcast. All the 3 podcasts that I mentioned earlier. Am I missing one, Steve?
Hood Famous.
Shout out to Hood Famous. Shout out to Matthew Zaytoon. Shout out to Linked Up. Man, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Next Flight Out. There's so many. I'm sorry if I forget them, but when there's like 30 podcasts in one place, shout out to the Ultra Heels, our longest running podcast, 6 years now, maybe
Wow.
7, maybe longer. So yeah, shout out to everybody. I love all of you. I really do.
Yes. Love that. And then also for people that are watching, Marv, that where this might be their first time seeing you, I guess like if you could give your like Instagram handle, where could they find you? Instagram name, studio name, all the names.
So you can find the studio on Instagram at Bravery Studios NJ, and then me, you can find me at the King of Podcasts.
Yes.
And I don't say it to be cocky. I say it to kind of because that's the dream. Like One Piece, you know, he wants to be the king of the pirates. I want to be the king of the podcast. So
Love that.
yeah.
Love that. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, I heard it. And yes, everybody that tuned in with us for this very special episode, thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You could also find Miss Mina Mendoza herself on Instagram. It's Queen of Spice, and that's Queen #0 F Spice. So definitely hit me up, especially if you like content like this and maybe might be interested in coming on the show. But regardless, thank you so much. I love ya. It's your girl Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, Queen of Spice. We out of here. Yes.
Cheers.
That was so good. Did you like?